Right. Sorry. Hey guys, Alex back again with yet another video. Yep, 2 in a row, who'd have thought it. But another contest entry. This time to Chris Propfe's this time to Chris Propfe's vinyl community contest for 2021. Yeah. Let's get straight into this because I don't want to waste any more time. I just want to get this video filmed and done with. So yeah, let's get into it. First things first, he wanted us to show an album from 1974 because that's the year he was born. So I'm showing Stevie Wonder's Fulfilling This first finale. Of course I would. I hardly ever do a video these days without showing a Stevie Wonder album somewhere. But this album is actually really underrated in my opinion. Kind of a sequel to Innovisions, but kind of not. It's very more synth based. Very good. Very, like I said, very underrated album from Stevie. He had a couple of big hits off of this with Boogie on Reggae Woman and You Haven't Done Nothing. They were like 2 really massive singles off of this album, but the rest of it's very underappreciated, and I do think it needs more recognition because it is that good of an album. It is one that I don't pull very often to listen to, but I really should pull it more because it is a good album. I do really like the cover, but then Stevie Wonder did have, it may be my favourite Stevie Wonder album cover, to be completely honest. Yeah, from 1974, so Stevie Wonder's Fulfilling This first finale. An album that I think needs to be rediscovered, personally. So there's that one. Then Chris Propfe wanted us to show an album from 1988. Because he said that's the year he started to really discover music for the first time. So the album I've chosen to go with is Cinderella, Long Cold Winter, from 1988. I don't know how popular this Cinderella album is. Actually, this is a recent find, so this is a preview before my next video. But yeah, Cinderella is Long Cold Winter album. It's on Vertigo. It's a hard rock, I guess. You can kind of tell from the hairstyles that everyone wanted back in the 80s who listened to this kind of music. I wouldn't normally pick this up, but I sort of stumbled across it accidentally on Spotify while browsing through and really liked it, so I thought, yeah, might as well. Yeah, Cinderella, Long Cold Winter, there it is, from 98. She's trying to join in, is she? Next, Chris wanted us to show 3 albums that are important to us, and they can be important in any way, it doesn't matter how they're important. So Elton John, his self-titled album, and really this is only important to me because of the song Your Song, and I've talked about it before, how Your Song is the relationship song for me and my fiance, but it's on this album, so that's why this is important. And also this album and Rocket Man kind of go hand in hand because of those 2 things. I'm a bigger fan of Elton John now than I ever was before. Like before I just knew his hits, but now I sort of go back and discover his other albums. And I do need more Elton John on vinyl, but this was the first one I wanted to grab because of what Your Song means to me. Next album that's important to me is Recovery by Eminem. one that maybe not everyone's favourite Eminem album, certainly not my favourite anymore, but this was my gateway into discovering hip hop and rap for the first time. Technically I listened to Lose Yourself first with my friends, and that song blew me away. And then shortly after, this album came out, and I listened to the whole thing on repeat 3 times in a row, and it just blew me away. And ever since then, Eminem's not only been my favorite rapper, but he's also been like I said, my gateway into hip hop. And I'll always support Eminem in his career. I'll always buy whatever album he brings out next. But recovery is the reason for that. So I don't really know what else I can say about this. I know it's not everybody's favorite Eminem album. Certainly was mine at the time, and then I discovered his other albums and realized that his earlier stuff is better. But that's just me. But yeah, there's Recovery by Eminem. The third and final album that's important to me is Genesis, self-titled. You might not think that after seeing, what else I've shown in this video, but yeah, Genesis by Genesis. And it goes back to when I was in school. We were on a school trip to Germany, I think. And an old family friend of ours was dropping me off to the school because we were going to meet at the school and then go get on a coach and then go to Germany on that coach. She was dropping me off from my parents' house where I lived at the time to the school that I was at, and this was the album that he was playing in the car. And I strictly remember Home by the Sea and Second Home by the Sea really stood out to me off of this album. And so ever since when I got into vinyl, this was one of the first albums I wanted to buy, and I listened to the whole thing and it blew me away. So yeah, Genesis by Genesis is an important album to me because of that memory. Yeah. That family friend's not in our lives anymore, but because through him I discovered Genesis and this album, I've always treasured that car journey on the way to Germany. And I remember that trip because on the way back from Germany, I streamed the album on YouTube, so that just blew me away. So yeah, listened to the album twice that week. So the fourth question was, what inner and outer sleeves do you use? And honestly, the inner sleeves I use are just the ones that come with the albums when I buy them. I don't go out of my way to buy like inner sleeves. I probably should to protect the albums. What's the matter? What's the matter?
She was getting around to it, she weren't talking to her.
Oh no. But yeah, I just use whatever comes with the album. Like if I'll show you, for example. And the outer sleeves, again, whatever you can see, some of my albums are sealed in sealable sleeves. These were from a couple of years ago when I wanted to sleeve everything up, but it got a little bit annoying to keep undoing the seal, so I wasn't particularly happy with using these ones anymore. And so I just use whatever ones come with the sleeves. And then I have like some I've ordered off of Amazon because they were cheap. So yeah, whatever ones inner and outer sleeves pretty much come with the albums are the ones that I use. Nothing specific or anything like that.
I'm sorry.
That's alright.
She doesn't want to go and she wants to just create.
Right, so you. Do you want to be in the video, did you? Yeah.
Are you actually going to keep that in?
Yeah. Who's that? that? My viewers that. Oh, not happy about it, are you? Not happy. Someone's got the hump. My hump. My hump. My hump. Oh, what's going on? Now she's
Do you
smiling.
want me to help you pick up the other ones?
I don't need help. I've done it now. And the final question that Chris was asking is, how long have we been in the vinyl community? Well, on this channel, I've been in the vinyl community for 4 years now. It was 4 years in June. Yeah, 4 years in June. Because I started this channel shortly after my uncle passed away. And I kind of used that as a way to take my mind off it. Because that uncle was the uncle that really got me into music and helped me discover like Stevie Wonder, the Beatles, Nat King Cole. I really like Nat King Cole because of my uncle. So yeah, I started this channel as a way to keep him in my memory, because a lot of the music that I show is influenced by him, at least early on in the channel it was. And before that I did have another channel that I kind of started and then stopped using because I just lost the heart to do it. So yeah, I just stopped making videos on that channel. So I guess 5 years in the vinyl community, but actively in the vinyl community about 4. And this little one has been in the vinyl. How long have you been in the vinyl community for? Is it 4 months? Yeah, 4 months.
She's 4 months out today, isn't she?
Yeah. Been in the vinyl community 4 months. Wants to say hello to everybody. So yeah, that's it for this video. Oh, she is throwing it. Who's that?
I'm trying to come back. Gumpy gumps.
So that's it for this video, guys. Really? Don't want me to.
Keep going.
That's it for this video, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Subscribe to Chris if you're not already. I'll leave a link in the description. Although you probably should be subscribed to him because he has a great channel. And yeah, so guys, thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll see you again very soon. Bye.
Oh my God.